Hello Shopee seller! Welcome to the new seller beginner class. I'll be your trainer, Mick. Hello Shopee sellers! So the topic for today is transaction fees and understanding withdrawal tsaka my income. Yan. So what is a seller transaction fee sa Shopee? So the seller transaction fee, guys, it's a handling fee that covers the cost of the payment transactions of an order. So for every successful transaction mo sa Shopee, be whatever type of seller ka sa Shopee, there is actually a service charge, yung payment sa paggamit ng app namin or ng platform namin. So it's 2% plus VAT of the whole transaction ni buyer. Okay? So, buyer's total amount po yung 2.24% na tinitingnan natin as a transaction fee. Now, it's applicable to all sellers, and then does it apply to all orders? Yes, it actually applies to all orders in Shopee except for canceled and return refunded orders. Now, for that point, hindi po namin kayo i-charge ng transaction fee. Okay? So, bakit ba kasama si shipping fee even though si buyer ang nagbabayad ng shipping fee? Now, you have to remember, yung transaction fee is charged in the overall value of the transaction na binabayaran ni buyer. So, kasali doon yung shipping cost na binabayaran rin niya. Okay? So, will Shopee be filing for taxes ng sellers? Now, you have to know, now we do not or we will not file taxes for you. It is actually the responsibility of the seller to report their own taxes, including the VAT, if applicable, sa BIR. Okay? And then will Shopee be issuing VAT receipts for sellers? Now, Shopee issues official receipts on all transaction fees charged. However, due to current volume of transactions, we recommend that you coordinate your receipt request with customer service ng Shopee or your respective relationship manager if you are actually one of our managed sellers sa Shopee. Now, why is there VAT in my transaction fee calculation? Now, the Shopee transaction fees are subject to VAT under local tax regulations. Okay, so the VAT imposed is not on the merchandise sold by the seller but on the transaction fees charged by Shopee to sellers. Okay, so to give you an idea what the breakdown looks like if you're going to have a transaction fee, we have here an example slide. Ang sample computation natin, ang merchandise subtotal or yung product na binibenta ni buyer is 400 pesos. Now, magbabayad si buyer ng shipping cost of 50 pesos, then that would be equivalent to 450. But, for this scenario, gumamit ng Shopee voucher si buyer na 25 pesos, and then meron pa daw siyang Shopee coins na i-redeem na worth 100. So, ang total buyer payment will now be 325 pesos. So, mas mura na siya for the buyer. Okay? So, ang gagawin natin dyan, we will actually take transaction fee or the 2.24 transaction fee from the 325 pesos instead of the whole 450 peso amount. Okay? So, 2.24% ng 325 pesos is equivalent to 7 pesos. Then, that would mean the seller transaction fee is actually 7 pesos. Okay? To remind you again, your transaction fee is 2% plus VAT, 12% yung VAT, so it's equivalent to 2.24%. Okay? So, since aware na kayo sa transaction fees and everything, you might want to know how to actually take a look at your earnings sa Shopee and how to actually withdraw that amount. So, there's two things that you need to remember. We have this thing that we call my income and my balance under your finance part ng seller center nyo. You can actually take a look at that on a weekly basis or on a monthly basis. So, once you go to your my income, makikita nyo po yung what we call your income overview. So, ito po yung payment na we will release to you if your choice is automatic withdrawal or you can actually withdraw on your own using manual withdrawal. So you can track the data of your income statements weekly or monthly. If you want to take a look at your income statements on a weekly basis, if you take a look at this slide, nasa upper right po ng Seller Center yung weekly income statements nyo in PDF. You can feel free to take a look at that on a weekly basis. But if you want a monthly basis of taking a look at your income, you can actually go to your income details, go to received, at makikita nyo po doon yung breakdown ng income nyo on a specific timeline or a specific month or a whole month. Okay? So, let's talk about withdrawing your income. Now, pupunta na tayo sa My Balance or rather your seller, your Shopee wallet money. So, doon nyo po makikita yung amount that you can actually withdraw in the platform. So, to remind you again, si Shopee po kasi, we do not pay you via your local bank account. We pay you towards your Shopee account, tapos from that point, ililipat na siya sa local bank account nyo because you are going to withdraw the amount. So, there are two ways again to withdraw an amount sa Shopee. You can try to do it manually or you can do it automatically. If you want to do it manually, you simply click the withdraw button and then you need to type the unique PIN code that you will create as a seller. After you withdraw the amount, you need to wait for 2 banking days para makuha niyo yung pera. It will be transferred towards your local bank account or you can actually try automatic withdrawal. Pag nag-automatic withdrawal naman kayo, on the other hand, you can actually make the system withdraw for you every week, every 16 days, or every 30 days. So, if you set it to every week, the system will automatically withdraw every Tuesday ng 6:30 p.m. Okay? So, it takes 2 banking days for you to receive the money. The maximum withdrawal amount is 500,000 pesos. So, anything more than that, you can actually request it from customer service. Now, for those na hindi gumagamit ng desktop or laptop to actually withdraw their money, you can actually use your app version, the Seller Center in your app or your Shopee app. There is a withdraw function rin naman dyan. It follows the same mechanics. Okay? So, if you want to generate income reports again, to remind you, if you want to have a copy or if you want to take a look at your length of income, you can go to select more, tapos mamimili na lang kayo from that menu kung anong length ng income report yung gusto nyong ma-generate. And that's it for taking a look at your transaction fees and withdrawal. Thank you!